Okay, let's see how this looks today. A bit of reflection after yesterday's post. It's gotten really grey outside, so it's flat lighting. It's taken me a while to set this up, but here goes. So, day 3. How many days does it take to form a habit? So I did a quick Google and the answer to that is 66, rather than the myth of 21, but whatevs. I'm feeling good, so I'm going to ride the peak while I'm here. It's like going to the gym. There's a mix of excitement and wonder about, can I do better than this time than last time? So hold on, let's find out. This morning my waking earworm was On Top of the World. It was more of an anthem than an earworm, so you may not like that song. I don't mind. There's a pop ditty. I had less sleep than normal because I was up last night editing and uploading. But if someone had called me up last night and said, "Hey Matt, we've got the chance to shoot a video, do you want to come and join us?" Of course I would have dropped everything and gone. So I kind of did that here, and I got that ability to do that. So yeah, if you told me 5 weeks ago that I was going to be taking on a 28-day daily vlogging challenge, I wouldn't have believed it. So I just want to say things can change really fast, and I'm really excited about that. I've written my notes here so I can try and be a bit more coherent this time. It's one of my aims. So in a previous working life, I would have taken today off as a mental health day, just to, I didn't have enough sleep and so on. So, and even mentioning that, I think it's part of what I want to do is speak out about men's mental health, articulating emotions, really. I understand for a lot of men that's a really hard thing to do, so I want to help add a voice to that. So not to abuse our relationship with me producing content for you, but I'm okay with these videos being kind of poor quality or first take. That's all the time I've got. I'm doing them, and my aim is to incrementally grow better, just like going to the gym. So I'd ask you to give this video a like if you're on board, and if you think that my actions are aligned with my intentions. I hope you do. So my plan and my goal is to become more coherent, and that's why I'm using notes here. So even today, I feel I've structured what I want to say better than I did yesterday. I've had more time on my hands to do so today, so that's been good. It's really challenging for me to be looking this erratic and unprepared, because one of the things I think I do well, I like to think I do well, is communicate. And here I am putting myself on the world stage and being, a bit of a mess. So it's okay. I'm a passionate proofreader, for Pete's sake. I find errors in documents all the time, and I really pride myself on that. And here I am doing this. So be it. I'm stumbling through, and that's okay, I hope. The missus asked why I was so late to bed last night. So I was uploading my vlog, I said, and I feel this is what we'd call organic growth. I think that's what it is. I'm kind of growing into this role as a creator, or seeing myself that way. And on that, I just want to ask your opinion of the term, the missus. Is it a term of affection or a term of condescension? Because I know you can see it both ways. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. If I can put my thoughts out there for those who don't know me personally, to quote Chris Shaherlis, for me, the sun rises and sets with a man. Or to quote Travis Bickle, she appeared like an angel out of this filthy mess. She is alone. They cannot touch her. So that sort of puts you, hopefully you understand where I sit in regards to my using the term missus. Speaking of taxi driver, I wanted to share something from last night when I picked up my youngest after work. We were both enthusing about the lights and the rain. It was a rainy night, and the roads were really slippery, but the raindrops were pooling on the windscreen, and it was so cinematic, and it was so taxi driver like. And I'm really pleased that she loves Taxi Driver as well, and loves the soundtrack. She's got the soundtrack on vinyl. So yeah, like I said a couple of weeks ago, I've somehow surmounted my fear of external rejection and criticism, and it really held me captive, psychologically crippled and mute for literally decades. Last week with my therapist, I was talking about my fear of leaving my family, going over to my homeland, and being away from my family. And the fear, is really, what if I'm not here? What if the house catches fire? It's obviously that post-traumatic thing still. I've got the memory of saving my family from the fire. What if it should happen again, So we talked about that, and I ended up putting all those fears I had visually. I put them into a little box, and that helped me. Like I know those feelings exist, and I know those fears are real. But I've got them, and I know where to contain them. I know where to keep them. That was really helpful for me. I'm sharing that for you because maybe it'll help you too. So I've prepared. Oh, we talked about that. She said I respond really well to what we're doing in therapy, and we kind of said that I've prepared a long time for this. I've seen therapists many times over the years past. I have no shame in saying that. Talk to professionals for help, and each time I've got things from it. But definitely, I feel like I'm really in the right place now. And proof positive is me doing this. As I said, creating whatever the quality is, I'm doing it. And I'm pursuing the passion I've wanted. A couple of years ago, I thought, I don't like the word regret, and I don't want to, come to the end of my life and gone, I never did it. I never expressed all these thoughts and feelings and ideas that I have. So here's a way to do so. So thank you for being here. I was talking about, I'm thinking like next time I'll talk more about understanding of neurodiversity, which is what I've been on this path the last year or two, really consciously getting into and realizing that a lot of the things that that have made me kind of struggle in life or have made life challenging for me are to do with just thinking differently to a lot of other people. Pardon me if this kind of ends abruptly. It looks like I may not be recording, so I just got to check that.